So, Srija, recently we have studied the first story, right? About Sherlock Holmes and his friend Dr. Watson, right? Could you tell me how many characters are there in the story?
There we read three characters in that story.
Yeah, especially in the chapter which we have finished today.
Yes.
Okay. Now, my first, can I ask you some questions from the story which I taught you right now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. My first question: who is Sherlock Holmes in the story?
In the story, Sherlock Holmes is a famous detective and friend of Watson.
Yes, very good. Now, question number two: where was Holmes sitting in the story?
Holmes was sitting in the breakfast table.
Okay. So Holmes was sitting on the Holmes was
Breakfast
sitting
table.
at the breakfast table. Table. Don't say table. It's
Table.
table. Okay. Hmm. Sit strong, straight like this. Yeah. Number three. My question number three is: why did Watson or what did Watson pick up in his hand?
Watson picked up a walking stick in his hand.
Okay. Okay, good answer. Next question. Question number four. Who had left the walking stick behind?
A visitor had left the walking stick behind.
Okay, very good. Now, question number five. It was engraved. What was engraved? My question number five is: what was engraved on the silver band?
It was engraved that the James Mortimer was the James Mortimer MRCS is
From his friends?
from his friends of CCH.
Okay, my question is that what do you mean by CCH? What is the full form of it?
The full form of CCH is Charles Cross Hospital.
Okay, very good. Church Cross Hospital. Question number six. What was the date written on the stick?
The date was 1884, written on the
Yes,
stick.
absolutely. Now, question number seven. What did Holmes ask Watson to do?
Holmes asks Watson
Sit
to
straight.
examine the stick and um, think about the owner of the stick.
Absolutely. Question number eight. The question is: why was Watson surprised by Holmes' knowledge?
Watson was surprised by Holmes' knowledge because he, by not turning back, saw what Watson was doing.
Repeat the answer again.
Mm, Watson was surprised by Sir Holmes' knowledge because by not turning back, he understood what Watson was doing.
Yes, Mr. Holmes did not see what his friend was doing behind, right? But still, he could see what he was doing. Now, could you tell me the reason? How could he see what he was doing behind?
He could see because uh, in his front there was a well polished silver plated tea coffee pot. From there he could see his reflection what Watson was doing.
Wow, it means he was very, very keen observer, right?
Yes.
Holmes could observe every detailed thing, what is happening around him. Question number nine. What did Watson think about Mr. Mortimer?
Watson think about Mr. Mortimer that he was a elderly doctor.
A elderly doctor, such a
No.
silly mistake.
An elderly doctor of a countryside.
So, what is the mistake here?
And A is the mistake and an elderly is the right answer.
Yeah, the reason is before vowel we use an, not a. That's why it was a small minor mistakes. Okay, question number 10. What kind of doctor did Watson believe Mortimer was?
Mortimer Holmes believed that Mortimer was a countryside doctor with a good deal.
A countryside doctor who walked a great deal by using his walking stick. It was the guess, right?
Yes, it was the
Was
guess.
the guess correct?
Uh, yes, it was correct.
Okay. So these are the 10 questions which I asked you from chapter 1, right?
Yes.
Now, could you tell me how many dogs are mentioned in the story?
Mm, there are there are two dogs mentioned in this story. Um,
So which dog did the Mortimer have?
which dog the Mortimer have?
What is the species of the dog?
Of the dog. The species of that dog was larger than
Terrier.
terrier and smaller than
Mastiff.
mastiffs.
But what was the species? It was.
It was
It starts with S. The
uh,
dog name starts with S. Spaniel.
spaniel. Spaniel.
So Spaniel was the dog species which Mortimer had. So I asked all these questions to Srija just because we finished the first chapter. So we have upcoming many chapters. So after completing all of them, I'm gonna ask her more questions. I want that Srija will be the best and the high scorer in my subject, which I'm teaching her. Anyway, Srija, how are you feeling my English classes? Tell me your honest feedback, please.
I understood properly, and I also like your English
Activities.
activities. All speaking I like.
Yeah. So the more pressure you will have, the better knowledge you will get. Always accept the challenging situation. Never ever think that English is difficult. It's just a very simple language like our mother tongue Bengali. Okay?
Okay, sir.
We can get the fear out of your head by practicing difficult activities like that. Okay?
Okay.
So are you ready for the questions from the next chapters in the next class?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Bye bye. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir, for this beautiful session.
You're welcome, my dear. Okay, see you in the next class. Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye.